Everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Johnna and I do shopping videos typically, but this is something a little different that I've added to my channel, and it is my journey on the weight loss drug Mounjaro. Now, Mounjaro is typically really for diabetes, but I am using it as weight loss. So if you are interested in this, then please continue to watch. If you're not, that's okay too. I totally understand. But I'm hoping that by sharing my journey, I can help people maybe understand the drug a little bit and maybe help them if they decide to go on it. I am not a doctor. I need to preference that. I have not really any medical advice to give you. I can only share my journey with you on what I'm doing and how it's affecting me. My side effects, how I got the medicine, what the cost is, why I'm on it, and what I expect from it. So please, if you have questions, check with your healthcare provider. They will be able to help you. Mine was very helpful. If it's something you want to do and your healthcare provider isn't helping you, you may want to seek out one that will, because I think that if it's important to someone, you want to have the support of your medical doctor or advisor. Okay, so why am I doing this? Well, I have been on a weight loss journey since after I had my first child. I gained over 70 pounds. I think it was like 70, almost 5 pounds in my pregnancy. And I just never took the weight off. And then my metabolism and my thyroid went off, and I lost my metabolism. So I started to gain weight again on top of what I had not lost from the pregnancy. Okay, so I have been on a weight loss journey. I've done Atkins. I mean, I was on diets before I had my first child, but that's where I gained a significant amount of weight. I did have periods here and there in my young adulthood where I went on diets and lost weight. I was always very active as a child. I have always been a very big eater. I've always loved food. I've always had my share of the helpings. I know I came from a fairly big family, and whoever could finish and get seconds was the one that benefited, and I always pretty much made sure I got done so I could get seconds if it was something I enjoyed. So I've always had a hearty appetite, but I've always had been able to maintain it. And I didn't really have a problem. Like I said, once in a while, to lose maybe 10 or 20 pounds here and there. But then after I had my first child, I had gained significant weight. Of course, I lost quite a bit in the delivery, but not all of it. And I wasn't taking it off. Then my metabolism went off. Okay. So I've been on a roller coaster of diets. I've been on Atkins. I've been on keto, which is almost the same. I've been on Weight Watchers. I can't even tell you how many times. And in 2003, I believe, I had gastric bypass surgery. I was a little bit heavier than I am now, and I qualified for gastric bypass kind of right under the wire, but I had it because I wanted to lose the weight. And I did. I lost 90 pounds. And I gained probably 70 of that back. There are a lot of things since my gastric bypass. It was successful, and there are a lot of things that I can no longer really eat since I had that. I can't eat a lot of sugar because if I do, I will get very ill and I'll have to just go lie down. And I don't drink soda. I drink a lot of water, And so there has been a lot of benefit from the gastric bypass, but I've eaten my way through it. Because my problem isn't just weight. My problem is the fact that I'm never satisfied. It's like a food addiction. And when you take Mounjaro, they said you lose the food noise. And I was watching videos before I took it, so I didn't really understand what that meant. But losing the food noise means you don't think about food all the time. For me, it was almost immediately. Within a couple hours of taking my first injection, which was on August 1st, and today's August 8th, so I've been on it a week, I lost the food noise. I quit thinking about it. I have a pack of Oreo cookies that I had opened prior to going on Mounjaro, and since I've been on the diet, I have really no desire to eat them. I haven't had one cookie. I have a half-eaten bag of potato chips. Now, normally I would be snacking on those at night. I'd go get a couple cookies. I'd sit down and then maybe I'd get up and get a couple more. I don't know. But I always felt like I had to eat. I had to graze constantly throughout the day. I could wake up in the morning and not eat until 3 in the afternoon, but I always was thinking about food. If I was making my breakfast, I was thinking about what I might have for lunch. I was thinking about what I might cook for dinner. And I just don't do it anymore. And I also became very calm. Even though I had the appetite suppression and I wasn't thinking about food, I had a calmness. Now, I know some people get very tired on this drug. I haven't really gotten tired, but it's, when I say calm, I think it's because I'm just not thinking about food. It's almost like, well, it is an addiction, okay? So it's almost as if you're addicted to something and then you just don't do it anymore. And all of a sudden you feel such a relief, and that causes a calmness. That's my experience. Now, that might not be everyone's experience. This drug does cause nausea for people. It causes stomach cramping. It causes diarrhea, constipation. I'm trying to think of all the things that people have had. I have not had that experience. I did, I'm trying to, I did, okay, that maybe the second day that I was on it, I had gotten, like I said, I have the Oreo cookies. I had gotten a carrot cupcake. And I love carrot cake. So it was a cupcake I had gotten. And I thought, I'm going to have that. And it was, maybe 9 o'clock at night or something. I ate that and I was very sick. I didn't throw up or anything. I know some people throw up. I'm not really one to throw up unless I absolutely have to, because I ate it. But I ate the cupcake and I became sick and I just laid down and just felt horrible. And I think I did have diarrhea. And TMI, I know, but that's part of this journey. So if it's offensive to you, I apologize. But that being said, that could have happened to me just because of the gastric bypass. Because if I had eaten that cupcake, it may have just been too much sugar and done the same thing to me. So I don't know if I can even blame that on the Mounjaro, because I actually deal with that anyway. So my first week, the first 3 days, I really had to make myself eat protein, and that's what I've been trying to eat. If anything, I'm eating protein. I'm having cottage cheese, low-fat cottage cheese, which I like, and then eggs And I think I had a little bit of ground beef, and I've actually eaten a couple hot dogs because that's what I had, and I wanted to get so much protein in, and that's what I had in the house at the time. And I have had some fruit and vegetables, and I'm trying to think what else really. Chicken. But I'm trying to eat, and I've had protein shakes, okay? And I'm trying to get the protein in. I'm trying to get it to 100 milligrams a day. I think it's milligrams anyway, 100 grams of protein a day. Some days I'm not getting that, okay? But I know if I don't, that it will affect my muscle loss, and it will also affect hair loss down the road. So that, from going through the gastric bypass, I know that happened to me, and I want to make sure I'm keeping my protein up. Because the protein is the thing that I really need in weight loss because of my muscle, energy, weight loss, and hair loss, all that. So I'm trying to keep the protein up at least. I haven't really, other than that carrot cake, cupcake, I really haven't had any junk food. I did have some Cheez-Its in my work bag, and I was at work one night and I thought, oh, I'll snack on those Cheez-Its while I'm at work. And I had 2 or 3 of them and just thought, these, I don't even want these, so I'm not going to eat them. They didn't taste good. They weren't satisfying at all. And so I just didn't have them. I'm having yogurt. Yogurt's another thing that I'm eating. And yeah, I think that's about it that I've eaten. I started this on August 1st. And before I started, I got on the scale because I haven't been getting on the scale for a while because I'm like, I don't want to even know. And I had started riding my bike about a month before this, before I started the medication, and I got on the scale, and I was down 6 or 7 pounds from my high weight that I was when I went to the doctor. And I thought, wow, I've already lost weight. I haven't even started on the drug yet. And I didn't realize I had lost that much weight from riding my bike. It really didn't seem like I had. My clothes didn't seem like I had or anything. So, but of course I have a lot more to lose than that. So I did my first injection in my thigh. You do it in your thigh, in your stomach, or on the back of your arm. Supposedly the back of your arm, you have to have somebody inject it for you. So I did my left thigh, and then today, a week later, I did the right side of my stomach. Because I want to see, some people lose more when they do it in their stomach, some people lose more when they do it in their arm. So I don't know. Okay, I'm just going to try all areas and see. So I did it in my stomach. I did it in my leg last week. I lost last week a total of 4 pounds. So 4 pounds and the 6 or 7, say 6, that's still 10 pounds. Actually, I think I lost 11 total. But anyway, down from what I was when I went to the doctor and he prescribed the Mounjaro the first time. So I'm very excited. 4 pounds is great. On Weight Watchers, I would lose about 2 pounds a week. But the thing about this, though, that is different, and the 4 pounds, even if it were 2 pounds or whatever, 1 pound, the thing about it is, a lot of times when you're on a diet, you're still obsessing about food. I'm not obsessing about food. Right now, I go to the market tomorrow and I don't really have anything. I mean, I have a lot of stuff in the house, like the potato chips or Oreo cookies that I'm not eating. I have no desire to eat them. If I was super hungry, I don't think I'd eat them. I don't know why. It's kind of weird. But I have cottage cheese, and I have a little bit of chicken. I bought a roasted chicken yesterday because I give that to my dogs. Oh, pardon me. So I have the roasted chicken that I picked up. So I have that cut up, and I have some cottage cheese, and I have some yogurt in the fridge. And if I'm hungry or want something in a little while, I'll have one of those two things, because like a half a cup of yogurt would, I think not yogurt, half a cup of cottage cheese, I think it's like 13 grams of protein or something. It's quite a bit. So if I am hungry, or I want something, I'll have one of those, and that's fine. I don't know. It's weird that there's just no. I mean, it's probably how normal people feel all the time. So if you feel that way all the time, you probably can't relate to people that don't feel that way all the time. It's something that it's like having an obsessive compulsive disorder, and I'm sure I do. I'm sure I do. I mean, I quit drinking 40 years ago, so I am a recovering alcoholic. So I know how, when I used to drink, that drive for alcohol felt. And I don't feel that way anymore about alcohol. So it would be wonderful not to feel that way about food for the rest of my life. This may be a drug that you stay on for the rest of your life. And I was trying to explain that to my sister the other day, and she goes, well, what do you mean you don't lose weight and go off it? And I go, well, it's like anything. If you take blood pressure medication, then when you get your blood pressure under control, you just don't go off the blood pressure medication. You still need to take it. You take your thyroid medication, because if I go off the medication, the food noise is going to come back. And, is it crossed wires in my brain? I don't know. I don't know why. And I don't know if I'll have to be on it forever. But if I do, I do. And I'll have to figure it out. I do think it's going to become more affordable. I do think it's going to be more acceptable. And I think weight loss more and more is becoming recognized as something that is a health issue, and you need to take care of that, not to have other health issues. And so hopefully it will be approved by, and I think next year my medication, I don't have a limit anymore on how much my medication costs. The problem with that is a lot of times the insurance companies just don't approve you, and you don't know why, and you don't know how, and they can just say, no, we're not approving it, and you just have to accept it. So there are compounding facilities that were making this, but today Lilly had a thing that they are, well, it's a big deal, and I'll explain it in another video, but compounding has been able to make these drugs that are identical, but they don't carry the name. Like what I'm on is a triceptide. So that can be made, and it's not called Mounjaro, it's not called Zepbound, okay? Ozempic, I think, is called a semi-gluten, and that also can be made. Or Wegovy. Wegovy is the same as Ozempic. Ozempic is for diabetes. Wegovy is for weight. Mounjaro is for diabetes, and Zepbound is for weight. So I'm learning a lot. As I learn more, I'll bring it to you. But the compounding facilities, I don't think are going to be able to make this anymore, because Lilly wants all the money, and they're saying they're going to be able to catch up on production. And the way they're going to get caught up on production is they're going to do what some of these compounding places have been doing, and they'll put the medication in a vial that you will have to extract with a needle and inject. Right now they come in a pen, it's called a pen, and the medicine's in there and the needle and everything, and you just put it on your site that the injection's going into, and you press a button and it injects it. And so it's all in there. You don't have to dose it or anything. So now they're coming out with the vials like the compounding have been doing, and they'll be able to keep up on production because it's not making the medicine they're having a problem with, it's the pens. And I guess the pens are very costly and they're kind of wasteful because now I have pens and I have to figure out the disposal thing on those. But anyway, you guys, I hope you're having a great day. This video's long. I'm going to have to cut it down. I may even re-record it, but I hope you're having a great day. Thank you for being with me on my journey, and I will keep you posted. Week 2 coming up, and I will also bring you any like little things in between that I can help. And if you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up. That helps other people that maybe want to see it. And if you want to come back for more, please subscribe to the channel. I'd love to have you as part of my channel and my group. And I do, like I said in the beginning, if you don't know and you came here because of the Mounjaro, I do shopping videos on how to save money at shopping. So anyway, you guys, you have a great day and happy weight loss. I don't know what my saying's going to be. Happy, oh, well, have a great day.